Ew, what is good? My anime people, what is good? We got some awesome stuff popping off in this week's episode of Skeleton Knight to the point where I am pretty satisfied with the new little animation of going into his mask to show us half of his face. That alone was hype. And I think that is a good little nod to Overlord. So hopefully they can continue that. I think that was one of the better things that they did in this week's episode, just to give us an idea of how more serious our character was taking it. You know, wrestling with Golimon and all this stuff kind of gave us the energy that he wasn't too concerned about all this, but then seeing what happened to the Beast People, or I mean, they didn't even really explain necessarily what happened to them, but I'm guessing they were just the ones that were being treated the worst and wind up dying, or just in general, they put all of the same types of Beast People in the same cage, which were a bunch of sick and unhealthy people, and they just practically forced them in a cell together. So if you weren't sick and you just couldn't move around, you were gonna get sick. And if you were very sick with one thing, you're next to someone that could be sick with something entirely different, and then you get that as well too. So it's just a weird way that they kind of step away from explaining into too much detail what happened to these people. So I don't think that's a bad idea to, kind of let that just go the way that it did was pretty smart. They had a big blanket over them, and just they kind of gave it away that they had passed away with the flies and stuff like that. But regardless, it was the thing to set the scales of everybody to be uneasy and want revenge to the point where even if that didn't happen, the prince was dead. The prince who is against having the elves and having this treaty and stuff, he's already dead. Thanks to not only the death of his sister, quote unquote, right? Because she should have died, but because of Ark, she's still alive. Um, and then that plus the Beast People supposedly invading the town. They use both of these things to their advantage to try to set up a much bigger story that we have yet to get any real, like, crazy details about. So I'm actually most curious about where that is going to head as we finally get to see even a newer character, two new characters, and both of them are practically um, working at their own accords, but at the same time, they seemingly have the similar goals of conquering. Um, which I don't know if the conquering of this prince is necessarily helpful as it is, just having another prince who will probably obey the guy we see's orders that's listening in on all this, the holy something empire. Um, I'm pretty sure he's the next guy we're about to either take down or at least head towards, because that's why the elf girl's expression was so serious. But I want to get serious and rub some salt in the wound of the people saying that the elf girl can be the best wifey, blah blah blah. Bro, the cat girl is just as good, but she just doesn't have certain features. Her character is almost better than her the elf girl, because she knows failure now in the case of like not being able to rescue all of them, and it's going to push her that much further towards her goal. So if it's me, y'all should be giving her a lot more respect as a character and as potential wife foo. But overall, I definitely was enjoying this week and the episode in general. It had a lot of personality bleeding out of art to really show us that, he, about outside of just caring about the couple people that he's met, he really does want to help these people, not just to benefit himself. And by seeing this, it was the thing that really kind of gave him the idea of what the problem is in this world and maybe coming to an end of it by helping these others. So, overall, I hope y'all are having an amazing day, night, evening, whatever the case may be when you're watching this. I am your boy, the Anime J. Oh, I just got a command grab. That's me right there. And I will definitely be talking to y'all sooner than later with one more video. And then I'll probably have to rock the mask later tonight, so I hope you look forward to that in some summertime rendering. But yeah, take care, everybody, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, bro. No!